Good morning, everyone. This is our most recent attempt to get you into beginning Spanish remotely. And my name again is Tom Brudenell. And I've been teaching here now a little over a year and a half, almost 2 years. So you are in this class one of the many attempts to start out people and keep them going. So we've got now your basic, we have an intermediate, and we have an advanced class. And those are just based on the length of time that they've been studying and how far we've advanced through what I use as a textbook. Now, I think every one of you was emailed a copy of this sheet. It's called Diphthongs. Means two vowels, at least one of which is a U or an I. Now, what do you and I have in common? You and I are weak vowels. Everybody else is strong. So A, O, and E are strong vowels. You and I are weak vowels. So when you have a vowel blend, including one U or one I, or indeed both of them, it's pronounced as one syllable because they blend together. So if you have your sheet handy on diphthongs, we'll practice pronouncing them. Maybe I can get some feedback to know how many people have it handy. You can put your comments and questions in the comment section at the bottom of your screen. Any feedback? Okay, what we'll do just to make sure is put them up on this board. Two vowels. And because the letter Y is considered a semivowel, it acts as a vowel sometimes. So they're included in this array. I, that's pronounced I. It's a combination of A and E. It's easy to sound these out if you think of them individually and then blend them together. The opposite order of that is E-A, so it's ya. E and E is A. A. The opposite order, ye. O and E, oi. I and O, yo. You and I, we. I and you, you. Now the Y I told you is pronounced very much like the I when it serves as a vowel. So we have I, ya, A, ye, oi, yo, ui, and you. So on your sheet, you'll see that the first group and the second group are basically the same, except instead of I's you have Y's, and they pronounce the same way. And on your list also is a list of example words so that you can pronounce those. Now, to use some other combinations, we have u, which is ow, which is wa, u. This is a challenge for pronunciation. It's eu, ue is we, ou sounds like our o, and uo is wo. And the examples of these are on your sheet. So if you have your sheet handy, or your list handy, we'll go down the list and pronounce the words. The AI combination at the top, we'll start at the top, work down, and then we'll come over here. Paisano. Paisano. Paisano means a countryman. Familia. Familia. Guess you can guess what that is. 20. That means 20. 6 means 6. So 26 is 26. IE is ye. Fiesta. Viento. Siete. Bien. Fiesta, you know what that is. Viento is wind, siete is 7, and bien is well. Hoy, heroico. Heroico means heroic. Boina. Boina is a Basque beret. It's a black beret, and that's what they call them in the Basque country in the north of Spain. Io is yo, so it's biología. Not bio, it's biología. And misterio, misterio, for mystery. UI is ui, cuidado, cuidado, which means caution or care. Ruina, ruin. And the opposite, IU, is you, as in ciudad. Ciudad means city. AI is like AI, pronounced the same way, but we have two common country names here, Paraguay and Uruguay. YA, like IA, is ya. Ya means already or now. And also Yankee. You can guess what Yankee is. EY, A, as in bue, which is an ox. YE is ye, as in yeso, which means lime. That's not the fruit, that's the white substance. Oi, as in oi, because H's are silent, unless they're paired with a C, CH. And soy. Oi means today. Soy means I am. Yo means I. Yodo is iodine. We is qui, as in qui, for guinea pig. And they're named that because they say, qui, 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 qui. And you, as in yucca, and that is the yucca plant. AU, au, as in causa and automático. UA is wa, as in cuando and cuanto. Cuando means when, and cuanto means as much or how much. EU, and this is hard for people for some reason. Eu, as in Europa, for Europe, and europeo, for European. Now notice here, Europa is capitalized. That's the name of the country. We capitalize that too. Europeo means European. We capitalize it. Spanish do not. The adjectives are not capitalized for proper names. UE is way, as in bueno, which means good. OU is O, as in bouquet. And UO is wo, as in quota. And you can guess what quota means in English. Most likely you can. So we were, if I remember, having finished page 7.
Can I interrupt real quick here, John?
Yes.
Someone is wondering, can you write beginner's Spanish at the top of the whiteboard?
Sure.
Thank you. Just so that they know what class we're in.
Okay. I have just enough room. Is that visible? Okay. I'm getting myself wrapped up in the microphone cord. I believe we were on page 8, or not quite to page 8. So these have, if you have your handout, which was emailed to you for the preliminary lesson, or actually you may have gotten that in class because that was a paper handout. Beginning on page 8, these are some examples of these diphthongs. So what I want you to do is copy out loud what you hear me say. We won't hear you, so you needn't be self-conscious. Just try very much to imitate the sounds. The we, wa, wo, top of page 8. Examples: Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico. Buenos Aires, Buenos Aires. Tetuán, Tetuán. Mutuo, Mutuo. Fatuo, Fatuo. Una causa mutua, Una causa mutua. Náusea, náusea. Okay, the CE and CI combinations. These are pronounced as S's in most of the Spanish-speaking world, but in the heart of Spain, in the Castilian area, they pronounce the CE, the CI, and the Z, the Z, as the TH in thin. And the advantage to that pronunciation is you can tell the difference between S's and C's or Z's when you hear them. But we'll just pronounce them as C's. Se, cine, sensor, Pacífico, el Océano Pacífico. Try that again. El Océano Pacífico. Paciente, paciencia, celestial, celestial. Situación, situación. Situaciones, situaciones. Nación, naciones. Función, funciones. Now here's a tongue twister. Asociación científica, asociación científica, asociación científica. And the plural of that, asociaciones científicas. Asociaciones científicas. When you look at your printout, you'll see that the stressed syllable is in boldface. Next to the C-A, O, and U, ka, ko, ku. Costa Rica. Try that R. Costa Rica. Correcto. I'm exaggerating a bit, just for effect. Correcto. Colonial. Colonial. Cuota. Cuota. Acumulación. 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 Una fiesta fantástica. Una fiesta fantástica. Una satisfacción curiosa. Una satisfacción curiosa. Una satisfacción curiosa. When we get back together in person, we'll record your practice sessions. Una acción característica. Una acción característica. Una acción característica. Una reacción automática. Una reacción automática. Bottom of page 8, ki and K. And then on the top of 9 also. Mosquito. Mosquito. Tomás Aquino. Tomás Aquino. Top of page 9, the letter X is called X. X. Kiosco. Kiosco. You might be able to guess what that means. We spell it with K's. It's for kiosk. Kiosco. Paquito. Paquito. That's what we call a diminutive of Paco. There's Paco, and then there's little Paco, which is Paquito. Máquina. Máquina. For machine. For machinery, it's maquinaria. Maquinaria. Now this next one is for 15, and it's not quince, it's quince. Quince. And then the name for Ricky, Enrique. Enrique. Actually, it's for Henry. Enrique. Raquel. That's like Rachel, but Raquel is literally a little bit different. You put the two together, you get Enrique y Raquel. Enrique y Raquel. Coqueta. Coqueta. Certainly you know the English word coquette. Paquete. Paquete. That's a package. Cuáquero. Cuáquero. You have to guess real hard at that one. It means Quaker. So then we come to what's called the lectura. It is not a lecture, it's a reading. But if you go back to the old days, professors would stand up and read their theses to the rapt crowd in his audience, his or her audience, and that would be called a reading instead of a lecture. But that's how we get lecture. So, Enrique el Mecánico. Enrique el Mecánico. Ricky the Mechanic. I'm going to read a phrase at a time, and I'll read it twice, and I want you to follow along and try it out loud and see if you can sound like me. Enrique es un mecánico filosófico. Enrique es un mecánico filosófico. Enrique es un mecánico filosófico. To do it really slowly, Enrique es un mecánico filosófico. Next sentence. Pero Enrique no es un filósofo importante. Pero Enrique no es un filósofo importante. Pero Enrique no es un filósofo importante. Famoso y fascinante. Famoso y fascinante. Famoso y fascinante. Como Santo Tomás de Aquino. Como Santo Tomás de Aquino. Enrique es un mecánico pacífico. Enrique es un mecánico pacífico. Pero en este momento, un mosquito molesta mucho a Enrique. Un mosquito molesta mucho a Enrique. Enrique, furioso, mata el mosquito molestoso. Enrique, furioso, mata el mosquito molestoso. Now, when we get back into class together, you will know how to read this and pronounce every syllable properly. Otherwise, you'll be castigated verbally. It takes a long time to get this, so be patient with yourself. But do your very best to imitate the sounds. Learn the consonant sounds, the vowel sounds, and the diphthongs. They're all pure and consistent. Unlike English, the way we spell things and the way we say them sometimes bear very little resemblance to each other. So, at the bottom of page 9, we have preguntas. Preguntas are questions. And that's what I want you to always bring to class, your questions. Because if you don't ask the questions, I don't know what you need to know. So it's your obligation to bring questions. So at this point, we'll open the floor to questions and see if you have any so far. If you need anything repeated, that's fine too.
Repeat the sound when the E-S-U-N are involved.
E-S-U-N.
Two separate.
E-S, S.
Like in the first line of the paragraph.
Enriquez. Enriquez. The two E's are going to ally together. The end of Enrique and the beginning of S. Enriquez. Enriquez. They lie together, but it's somewhat prolonged. But it might sound like just one E.
And then we have another question. Please explain the G-A-G-U with the silent U.
Okay. I'm looking for the example here. I'm going to erase this because it's in your handout. This is a hard G. This is a silent U. What the silent U does is it preserves the hard G sound, because the G without the U or before an E or an I, that syllable is he, and this is he. So to get ge, we insert a silent U, or Spanish does it for us, and we just copy it. The same goes for the Q. The U is silent. Kiosko. That's really one syllable. Kiosko. 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 That's yo. That is oi, as in boina. It sounds the same as the word for today, oi. And for the first person singular of ser, which is soy, I am. Does that answer the question? Oops, getting myself turned around again. Pardon my clumsiness.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. All right, let's go to the preguntas then at the bottom of page 9. And notice the way a question in Spanish rises in pitch at the end. For example, number 1, Enrique es un mecánico. Enrique es un mecánico. And the answer is sí. Enrique es un mecánico. Enrique es un mecánico. Now on your handout, you might see parentheses around the word un. I don't know if it came out in your photocopy or not. Generally, when we say somebody is something and it's a profession, we leave off the indefinite article. So, Enrique es mecánico means Henry is a mechanic, we'd say in English. Enrique es un torero. Enrique es un torero. Enrique es un torero. Is Henry a bullfighter? No, Enrique no es un torero. Enrique no es torero is the other way of saying it, with leaving out the un. Number 3, Enrique es un mecánico pacífico. Enrique es un mecánico pacífico. Answer is sí. Enrique es un mecánico pacífico. He's a peaceful mechanic. Tomás de Aquino es un mecánico. No. Tomás de Aquino no es un mecánico. Enrique es un mosquito. Enrique es un mosquito. No, Enrique no es un mosquito. Enrique no es un mosquito. Top of page 10. Number 6. El mosquito molesta mucho a Enrique. El mosquito molesta mucho a Enrique. Now the a before Enrique is what we call in Spanish the personal a. Anytime a person or a reference to a person is the object of the verb, object of the sentence verb, that we call the personal a precedes that person's either name or what they are. Número 7. El mosquito molesta mucho a Santo Tomás. There you have the personal a again before Santo Tomás. El mosquito molesta mucho a Santo Tomás. No, el mosquito No, el mosquito no molesta mucho a Santo Tomás. No molesta mucho a Santo Tomás. Personal a there. Enrique molesta mucho a Santo Tomás. Does Henry bother St. Thomas much? No, Enrique no molesta mucho a Santo Tomás. El mosquito mata a Enrique. El mosquito mata a Enrique. No, el mosquito no mata a Enrique. Notice the a after mata sounds like it's the same thing. It's a little prolonged. El mosquito no mata a Enrique. Enrique mata el mosquito. Sí, Enrique mata el mosquito. There, mosquito is not a person, not a reference to a person, so you don't have the personal a in there. Questions about that? Anytime a person's name or a reference to a person is the object of the verb, it's preceded by a when it's named. Third part, tercera parte, middle of page 10. Here you have to learn some new sounds. The G before E, directly before an I or an E, is not pronounced the way we do it, like George. It's from the back of the throat, like an H, gutturally pronounced from the back of the throat. G-I is chi. Chi. Now I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it does come out of the back of the throat. Chi. Chi.
Quick question, can we back up a little
Yes.
bit? Do we use the personal a before a profession, as in mechanico?
No. It's before the person's name or reference to that person.
But not a profession.
Well, okay, let's say the mosquito is bothering the mechanic. El mosquito mata al mecánico, because mecánico refers to a person. I hope that clears it up. I'm not sure I got the question right. El mosquito molesta al mecánico. Al becomes al. Mosquito bothers the mechanic, and the mechanic is a person. The object of bother. Okay. Good question. Thank you. I think we were on number 7. Is that right? El mosquito molesta mucho a Santo Tomás. Is the mosquito bothering St. Thomas much? No, el mosquito no molesta mucho a Santo Tomás. Santo Tomás is a person, so it's preceded by a, because the object of molestar. Enrique molesta mucho a Santo Tomás. Enrique molesta mucho a Santo Tomás. No, Enrique no molesta mucho a Santo Tomás. Henry is not bothering St. Thomas. El mosquito mata a Enrique. El mosquito mata a Enrique. No, el mosquito no mata a Enrique. A Enrique because Enrique is a person. Enrique mata el mosquito. Sí, Enrique mata el mosquito. The mosquito is not a person, so we don't have the personal a in there. Notice the contraction of a and l would be al if it were used. Okay, the pronunciation of GI and GE. Chi, che. Before the AO and U, it's ga, go, gu. Before the other vowels. Now, to get the hard G sound before I and E, instead of che and chi, we insert a silent U. So GUI is gi, GUE is ge. If we want the U pronounced, we put a double dot over it. That's referred to in German as an umlaut. Otherwise, it's called a diaeresis. We'll call it all three. Double dot, a diaeresis, or umlaut. Take your choice. So after the final word in that line, G, umlaut U, I, is gui. You see the double dot, you know you pronounce the U. Next line, gue. The letter D, letter V, letter B, and R and L. These can be a little challenging. The D is like our D. It's softened a little bit. In other words, instead of a D, it's a th. It's like almost like a DTH sound in my experience. The tongue is against the upper back edge of the upper teeth. The V and the B are identically pronounced, and they're more like our B. Okay? They are interchangeable in historic spelling. It can be all kinds of things. So, well, we'll get to that a little farther down. Let's go to the second group. Oh, let's go to the first group with he and he. Okay. The word lógico. Lógico. Say it, please. Can't hear you. Sociología. 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 Take some practice to get the gia. Filología. Filología. If you're guessing what that means, it means philology, where we spell it with a PH. PH doesn't exist in Spanish. They just use an F. Make it simpler. Analogía. Analogía. For analogy. Religión. 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 Religioso. 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 General. 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 Generoso. 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 El general es generoso. El general es generoso. And then we get it even more complicated here. El general Gil es religioso. El general Gil es religioso. Gil is actually a real name. Now let's go to the bottom of page 10. Ga, go, gu, gi, ge, gui, and gue. Pronounce those as you in the order they're printed. Ga, go, gu, gi, ge, gui, gue. The examples: gusto, gas. That doesn't mean gasoline. That means just an aerosol gas. Guru, guru. Gorilla, gorilla. Those are all cognate words. You know what a guru is. You know what a gorilla is. Guerra is war. Tango, tango. Now, listen to that T. Tango. It's not tango. There's no puff of air out. The tongue is right against the rear of the front of the upper teeth. Tango, tango. Guitarra, guitarra, guitarra. Now we see the double dot, the on this U, so it's unguento. We pronounce the U, unguento. The word in English is unguent, or it's used as a salve. Linguistico, linguistico. So let's try these next syllables. Aga, aga, aga. Ogo, ogo, ogo. Ugu, ugu, ugu. Igi, igi, igi. Ege, ege, ege. Igui, igui, igui. Egwe, egwe, egwe. Now on to the real words. Saga, saga. Toga, toga. Tequila, a go-go. Tequila, a go-go. Laguna, laguna. Sinagoga, sinagoga. Miguel, Miguel. That's our silent U. And again in la guitarra, la guitarra. La guerra, la guerra. Antiguo, antiguo. Any questions? Comments? Is it easy? Okay, the D, as they explain in the right-hand column, and I entreat you to read the right-hand column because it gives you all these hints of the subtleties of things. The D is not quite like our D. It says it's except that your tongue should touch the upper teeth. So to me, that makes it sound like what I call a DTH sound. So it's not D, it's D. De, da, do, do. Defensa, defensa. Diligente, diligente, diligente. Dirección, dirección, dirección. Definición, definición, definición. Don Miguel. Now that N in Don and the M in Miguel are going to sound like one M. Don Miguel. Don Rafael. Don Rafael. Don Rafael. Dama. Dama, not Dharma, Dama. Delincuente. Delincuente. You can guess that one. Okay, the D. After a vowel, the articulation is relaxed to let air escape through the mouth while the D is being pronounced. The result is similar to the TH of the English father. The tongue touches the upper teeth. I don't know how similar it is to father. It's more like a DTH to me. So we have idi, edi, ada, odo, udu. Much more like the father TH in that case. Specifically because it's intervocalic, between two vowels. La dirección, la dirección. La dama, la dama. Matador, matador. Matador is a bullfighter, but matador really means killer. That's what a bullfighter is for, right? Question.
Yes. Can you explain about the CC in DIRECCION?
Right. When you have these double C's, they're pronounced separately. Dirección. Like a K and an S. Dirección. And you'll see double C's in lots of words that are cognates of English, like acción, dirección, ficción, and so forth. Good question. Thank you. So now that we're finished with the killer, matador, felicidad. Felicidad. And you'll see that when a D occurs after a vowel, the articulation relaxed, let air escape through your mouth while the D is being pronounced. The result is similar to the TH of English father. The tongue touches the upper teeth. The final D in these words is almost silent, okay? As in felicidad. Felicidad. The tongue is in place, but there's no voiced sound coming out. It's not felicidad, it's felicidad. Antigüedad. Antigüedad. You almost don't hear the D. And in real speech, you probably won't hear it. Maternidad. Maternidad. You probably can't hear the subtlety. My tongue is against the back of my upper teeth. It's not maternidad, it's maternidad. Conquistador. Conquistador. Médico. Médico. That D is between vowels, so it's almost like a TH. Médico. Una odisea mediterránea. Una odisea mediterránea. A Mediterranean Odyssey. We all know about that. Un conquistador y un matador. Conquistador y matador, to exaggerate it. When not between vowels, the V is pronounced like the English B. So we have these syllables: bi, be, ba, bo, bu. Bi, be, ba, bo, bu. Vacaciones. Vacaciones. Page 12. Vista. Vista. Valor. Valor. Valiente. Valiente. Vertical. Vertical. Variedad. Variedad. Volcánico. Volcánico. Vulgaridad. Vulgaridad. Any question about what those words mean? Variedad is our variety. Vulgaridad is our vulgarity. So the DAD or TAD is our ITY. So the B, when it's an initial letter after a vowel, it's pronounced like the B. But when it's between vowels, it's almost like a B that didn't quite explode. It's a buzz, I call it. So we have Evie, Eve, Hava, Ovo, Uvu. So then we have la vista, not la vista, la vista, la vista. It's a v. La variedad, la variedad, la variedad. La televisión, as opposed to la televisión, it's la televisión. Che Guevara, Che Guevara. Miguel de Cervantes, Miguel de Cervantes, Miguel de Cervantes. Lope de Vega, Lope de Vega, Lope de Vega. Avión, avión. Por avión, por avión. The B and the V, as I said earlier, are the same in Spanish, pronunciation-wise. They make a difference in the spelling, though. So we have B, be, ba, bo, bu, more like our B. Burro, burro. Biología, biología. Bomba, bomba. Banco, banco. Bambú, bambú. Beligerante, beligerante. Benevolencia. Notice the difference between the initial B and the V and the volencia. Benevolencia, benevolencia. The V happens to be intervocalic, so it's more like just a buzz. Benevolencia. The B, again, when it's between two vowels, is going to be just like the V. It's relaxed to let air escape. So it's not an explosion, it's a buzzing sound. Evie, Eve, Hava, Ovo, Ubu. Tabaco, tabaco. Tuberculosis, tuberculosis. Cuba, Cuba. Tabaco cubano, tabaco cubano. Una cubana fabulosa, una cubana fabulosa. La biología, la biología. La benevolencia, la benevolencia. Mucho vocabulario, mucho vocabulario. That is a lot of vocabulary. So we'll pick up at the end of page 12 next time.
Is there homework for next week?
Homework. Go ahead and read ahead. Read through the lectura, Pepe y la televisión. And then you can see the questions and answers that follow that. And then there are lots of set questions and lots of answers continuing through page 14. So do all of that and try to read the reading without looking up any words. You should be able to understand it. There's so many cognate words in there that that's the way they wrote it for you. It's a cute scene. So our goal will be to finish through page 14. And once we're able to get back in person, we'll do it in person.